Please tell me you guys watched the Thor Ragnarok teaser trailer. Gotta say, I lost my shit because as I was watching it, I kept thinking to myself, damn, we finally might get a good Thor movie. Don't get me started on the two that came previously to this, because yes, there were moments where it was kind of cool and it felt Thor-like, but overall, I didn't think they were all that great. But this time, it seems like they've taken cues from the Guardians of the Galaxy series, and far as humor and action, and that can only breathe a new air into this series. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be the last movie in the series, but hey, better late than never. Now, after I watched it about 5 or 6 times and finally calmed down about the shock of all the awesome inside this trailer, I started to pick it apart. And for those of you that are actual fans of the character and Thor's lore, I'm pretty certain you found some of the same things I did. But for those who didn't, those who may have missed it, we're going to go through this trailer and I'm going to pick out all the things in there that I thought were completely dope, because at least in the spirit, it comes out of the comic books. Okay, first and foremost, behold the power of Hela. Now, for those of you not familiar with this character, allow me to give you a brief breakdown of who she is, what she can do, and her role in the Thor lore. And this is straight from off the Marvel Comics official website. Hela was born ages ago to the being who would one day be called Loki and the sorceress giantess Angbota. On the day of her maturity, Odin appointed her goddess and ruler of the northernmost realms of the dead. Her special dominion was over the souls of all who did not die in battle, while Odin himself built the palace Valhalla to house the souls of all of those who died as heroes. Now, Hela is a powerhouse, so it didn't surprise me that that's how she's obviously going to be portrayed in the movie. I mean, sheesh. She destroyed Mjolnir, which is a nigh-invulnerable, planet-busting weapon with one hand. Now, her base power levels are that of the average Asgardian female, you know, super strength, durability, long life, immune to all diseases, etc. But what sets her apart, though, is that she has power over life and death. Her very touch can cause people to grow old, die, and decay, and she's been shown to have energy projecting abilities as well as very powerful magic spells. Plus, she's very capable of beating your ass either hand to hand or with weapons, so don't get it twisted because mama's not playing with you. But back to the trailer. It seems that she will, at least for a time, don her traditional headgear. Now, this might seem like a small thing, but for fans of this lore, like myself, this little extra step makes her even more awesome. And next, the Valkyries, complete with winged horses. They weren't even mentioned in the previous movies. They are warrior goddesses responsible for collecting the valiant souls of warriors who died on the battlefield and escorting them to Valhalla. And see this dude here? That's Scourge the Executioner. He's half Frost Giant, half Asgardian, and all badass. He matches up really well with Thor too and is a master of all weapons. His favorite is this huge battle axe that can carve holes in space-time, among other abilities. Now in the comics, he is the bodyguard of the Enchantress. I didn't see her in the trailer, but I'm pretty sure she makes an appearance here since he's there. So I'm really curious to see how much of a role he plays in the fight against Hela. Now, most of us have already found out that this movie is basically influenced by the Planet Hulk book, which, by the way, is a fantastic series. I strongly recommend that you read it. And that's pretty awesome. But I caught something else, something small, but badass nonetheless. Look at the design here in this background of this scene. Doesn't this look very Kirby-esque? That background design looks like it was inspired by Jack Kirby's art. And you can find examples of this in his DC Comics New Gods run as well as early Thor stories. So once again, it's the little things like that to get my inner geek excited about this movie. I also like the fact that we're going to see, as soon as they get there apparently, we're going to see those two clash. And that's going to be awesome in and of itself. Mainly for me, because Thor no longer has Mjolnir. As we saw from earlier in the trailer, Hela destroyed that. So now he has to use his own physical attributes and not the power of that hammer. And now we will finally get to see people shut up about Thor being only about his hammer. Those of us that read the comic books, we know better than that. But for a lot of people that don't particularly like the character, so they never got into it, they don't know this, and that's a constant criticism from people who don't read the books. So yeah, now in the movie, we're going to get to see him use his physical attributes to fight the Hulk. So as you can see, I'm extremely pumped about this movie. I can't wait for it to come out. I really don't want to see too many more trailers. I think this one was good for me. They don't need to do any more as far as I'm concerned, and when some new ones come out, I'm probably going to go out of my way to avoid them, simply because I want to keep this excitement level up, and I don't want them to come out with some other trailer that's not quite as good and kind of lessen my anticipation for this. But yeah, man, like I'm into it. I'm definitely want to see this happen. So anyway, that's all from me today, Reapers. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the Reaper Legion Network. And as always, please geek responsibly.